Spain playing 4-3-3 then. Who they got up front? Oh, they got Morata up front. So Spain are not scoring. They have got Yamal though on the right wing. Oh, I'm so glad Netherlands are not playing three at the back because I hate it when they play three at the back. So that's a relief. Sometimes I wish they'd just kick off. Like, how much difference is a huddle really going to make? So Netherlands kicking off, play it to Gakpo, left wing, and there's foul. Like you fouled, you fouled within the first 5 seconds. Never mind. Against Poro. It's like Netherlands are wearing orange, which is fine, but then Spain are wearing yellow. Oh, for God's sake. The last thing I need. So Van Dijk, I think that's De Jong. Is that Van Hecker? So they've got Cliver in the number 10 position, which is interesting. Morata playing up front. I don't know what people still. They must have. Surely, like, Spain must have a better option to Morata. Decent shot by Pedri, but Verboegen kind of gets to it. So, nah. To be honest, kind of rubbish shot. Shot it right at him. But Netherlands moving it forward. Van Hecker plays it back to Verbruggen even. Moving it forward, Reinders, I think that's Frimpong probably on the right. So Frimpong's playing right wing. Does a cross and the ball goes all the way to Gakpo. Gakpo does his kind of cut inside thing and he hits it over. I'm glad Gakpo's back because he's been injured, hasn't he, for the past few games. Yeah, but Frimpong's proper playing right wing. Like he's playing on the right of like a 4-2-3-1. Which is weird because I always thought he was a right back. Yeah, they're just playing about currently. Nothing much happening other than that. Let's see if I can. It's Porro. Porro got the ball. Again, just kind of passing it backwards. Ruiz. Nice turn by Ruiz. Netherlands win the ball, but yeah, nobody's getting that. The pie almost gets it, to be fair. Spain with the ball again. Porro plays it forward, gets intercepted by Hato. So Hato will be interesting to keep an eye on, because I think Liverpool are looking at him for a kind of left back, potentially for left back, potentially for centre back. I think he can do a bit of both. So it might be worth keeping an eye on him just for that. Yeah, that's a foul by Zubimendi. Fully pushes him over. But anyway, Hato with the ball, left back, plays it back to Van Dijk, plays it back to Verbruggen. Verbruggen to Van Hecke. Van Hecke up the field. Spain intercept it. Spain throw in. Sorry, Netherlands throw in. Netherlands taking the Netherlands take the worst throw in I've ever seen. Netherlands take the throw in and then they head it straight out, and then it just goes for a Spain throw in. So what's the point of that? So Cucurella is taking the throw in now. Cucurella takes it to Pedri, I think. Pedri plays it all the way back to Lenormand. That's such like a non-Spanish name, Lenormand. Like it sounds French. He's probably French, right? I would guess. Foul by Cucurella. CB3473 says, how are you doing? I'm okay, not bad. Had a long day. It's been a long week. I'm not gonna get much. I'm not gonna get much rest in the weekend because I'm going to a football match. So I hope I get some rest on Sunday. But yeah, tiring. How about you? Hope you're good. Yeah, Spain just kind of playing it back and forth at the moment. Lenormand. Is it Lenormand or Lenormand? That's the most French sounding name ever, man. I'm gonna Google this guy. He must be born in France or something. France, sorry. Yeah, it says Lenormand. Lenormand started his professional career in France at Brest. And then he obtained Spanish nationality in 2023. He probably did that because France have so many good centre backs. If you think about it, who have they got? They've got Kanate. They've got Upamecano. They've got Saliba. They've got, what's his name, Varane. They've got that bloke at Chelsea. What's his name? I've forgotten his name, but they've got him as well. Yeah, probably a good decision because it'd be really hard for him to get into the France team. So you might as well play for Spain. Ooh, nice turn though, and it's a goal. Goal by Williams already. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell was going on there. I was just googling French people, and then I kind of cast my eye aside, and I saw that Williams had scored. They kind of just played it along the floor. They kind of played it along the floor, and then what's his name? Williams just kind of turned it and kicked it in. They're gonna show. Oh, that's poor. So it's Hato. Is it Hato that messed up? Yeah, that's not a good look. So Verbruggen passed it out wide left to Hato. Hato kind of miscontrolled it, and then he tried to kind of get the ball again, like after he miscontrolled it, but he never really ever looked he never really ever looked steady with it, and then Williams just stole the ball off him, crossed it low. Sorry, not Williams. Yamal stole the ball off him, crossed it low, and then 1-0. Yeah, that's not a good sign. I can't lie. But Netherlands attacking now. So it's Gakpo. Gakpo plays it back to De Jong. De Jong plays it to Van Hekke. Van Hekke plays it to Van Dijk. And then it goes back to their keeper. After all that. Don't know what Van Dijk's doing. He's trying to run past the striker, and then he ends up passing it back. Probably a good idea, all things considered. Morata gets the ball back though. Ball goes out to the left to Williams. Passing it back to Zubamendi. Ooh, nice ball forward by Pedri, I think. Ball falls to Williams just outside the box. I hope he shoots. He doesn't shoot. Out wide to Cucurella. I can barely see the players, but even I can make out Cucurella. you can't miss the guy. Let's be honest. Van Dijk wins the header, goes to Gakpo, ball goes out. Yeah, I don't like blaming people for goals, but you probably have to blame Hato for that first one. He just completely kind of miscontrolled it. and then Yamal was able to kind of get the ball off him, and then Williams was able to score. It's gone back to Gertrude though. Passes it to Reinders even. Goes to Frimpong on the right. Like, Frimpong is a right wing back at best. I know people say he's too attacking to be a right back, but I don't think he's a right winger. Like, he's playing as a right forward. He's playing opposite to Gakpo in this game, which doesn't kind of feel right, but whatever, I guess. Yes, Frimpong, back to Gertrude, back to Van Hecke. To Depay, but Depay loses the ball. Who does Van Hecke play for? Oh yeah, he's that guy. He plays for Brighton. Interesting. Ball goes back to Netherlands keeper Verbruggen. Verbruggen passes it to Van Hecke. Van Hecke looks like he's going to take a long shot, but he doesn't. Back to, what's his name? Number 21. Who's that? De Jong. Gertrude passes it forward. Again, Netherlands being very, very sloppy. Pedri gets the ball back. Spain have been the better team. Like, possession-wise, it's been pretty equal, but Spain have done more with it. Spain have looked a bit more aggressive as well. I mean, it's only the Nations League. It's not like anyone actually cares. But what can you do? De Jong moves it forward. Nice back heel by Kluivert. De Jong plays it out wide to Frimpong. Hope he crosses it. He tries to cross it and it hits Cucurella's head. Cucurella's got a bit of an advantage because his hair is gigantic, so he's able to stop many balls. Goes back to Hato. Gakpo did a nice pass inside to Depay. I swear Depay was fouled. Depay kind of fell over as the ball went to him. But the referee just waited play on. That was good play by Hato, to be fair. That was very good play. So it was a long ball to Pedri, and Hato just kind of used his strength and pushed Pedri off the ball. But yeah, ball's gone back to the Spanish keeper, Unai Simon. I keep thinking that's Busquets, but it's Ruiz. I'm like, what's going on? Just Ruiz's haircut and like the way he moves, I keep thinking that's Busquets, and then I'm like, hold on, that can't be. And I'm like, no, it's Ruiz. That's who it is. So Ruiz moves it forward to Yamal, to Spurs guy Porro, but good interception by Van Dijk. So Porro played the ball along the floor, but Van Dijk just kind of intercepted it. I don't know why Van Dijk's covering left wing, but it is what it is. And ball's back with the Spanish keeper now. It seems to just be like Spain repeatedly trying to attack, Spain trying to attack, Netherlands defend it, and then it goes back to Spain to attack again. Ball out wide. Cucurella lofts the ball over the top. Cucurella lofts the ball over the top to Morata, but it just goes completely wide. Yeah, Williams is looking good, man. It's like Morata missed the goal by like a meter. Like, he headed the ball, he was in the box, he got the ball right to his head, and he just completely misses the target. I don't mean to hate on the guy, but he's literally one of the most overrated kind of strikers I've ever seen. But it's gone to Frimpong now. Oh, that was rubbish. Okay, offside. Fair enough. Frimpong was like a mile kind of clear of everyone. Played it along the floor, but it makes sense that he was offside considering how far ahead he was of everyone there. Alison Roma says Spain winning this 3-0. Possible. Spain have looked better, to be fair. I don't know about 3-0. I can see 2-0. I can see 2-0. Because I'm not convinced Gakpo's fully fit. Frimpong, he's a right back, so he's not going to be much use. Kluivert's done okay. Depay's a bit meh. So yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced Netherlands will score. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Cross in, ball kind of falls to Van Dijk and nothing happens. Like Van Dijk from a defensive perspective is amazing at kind of headers, but whenever it's a corner, granted that wasn't a header, but even then, just generally speaking, like he's not the biggest threat from corners, if I'm honest with you. So Spain take a short goal kick, goes to Lenormand, but De Jong kind of wins it back. Goes to Van Hecke. Van Hecke plays it to Gertrude. Back to Van Hecke, who, to be fair, I'm glad didn't just pass it back to the keeper. So they are. Oh, as I say that, Gertrude passes it right back. passes it right back, which is kind of funny. Long goal kick goes up the field from Netherlands, but Cucurella gets back with almost a terrible back pass, almost played in Frimpong there, but luckily his keeper was able to just get to it. But yeah, Pedri wins the ball. Pedri's on the left. Pedri's dribbling inside to Ruiz, back to Pedri, to Zubamendi, who I hope is enjoying the mountains of San Sebastian. Zubamendi out wide, forward to Williams, but loses the ball. Van Dijk's got the ball. Van Dijk's running halfway out the pitch. Van Dijk thinks that he's Joe Matip. He passes it to Gakpo, who tried a nice through ball. But the ball's gone out wide to Frimpong. Do something with it. Okay, he passes it back to Kluivert. Passes it to De Jong. Goes back to Gertrude. And again, didn't do anything with it. Like, there's nothing more frustrating than they get the ball on the edge of the box and it's like, just cross it. And then they don't cross it. They just play it straight back. Gets on my nerves, man. Gets me excited for no reason. But anyway, gone to Gakpo on the left. Gone to Van Dijk. Gone to Van Hecke. So all the Netherlands players are in the opposing half. Gertrude back out wide to Frimpong. Gertrude with a cross, but easily intercepted by Lenormand. Netherlands free kick. Sorry, Netherlands throw in now. Let's hope they do something with it. Yeah, just a foul by Depay on Cucurella. Depay is drifting out wide a lot for somebody who you'd presume is going to play centrally, but he's drifting out wide a ton. Yeah, Spain just look like they've got a bit more energy than Netherlands at the moment. Again, it's like your keeper gets the ball, so Simon gets the ball, and then he just kicks it out. Then it goes for a Netherlands throw-in from Hato. Very stop-start game, which is always a bit annoying. Like you just want to see the game kind of flow, but it's like the game starts and then it goes out. The game stops, takes a throw-in. 5 seconds later, the ball goes out again. It just gets quite frustrating. So Verbruggen's got it back, plays it to De Jong. De Jong passes out wide to Van Hecker. And again, another throw-in. I don't know what it is about this game, but just constantly throw-ins. Constantly the ball going out. Constantly being stopped. Kubasi with the foul. They're just showing Van Hal in the crowd there. So out wide again, Frimpong. Frimpong, to be fair, is at least trying to kind of make something happen. Cross. Kluivert's got an edge of the box. Gakpo should shoot, and that's a good goal. That's a good goal by Gakpo. The ball kind of fell to him in a very tight space, and he smacked it along the floor to the near corner, not even on the far corner. So Gakpo was on the left, as you can imagine, and he smacked it into the right of the goal, so to his near side. But he scored because he kind of hit it so fast and he hit it so accurately. But yeah, that's a lot of that is kind of thanks to Frimpong. Kluivert with the assist who got the ball at the edge of the box. Really nice finish. That's actually like a really nice, really clever finish. The amount of confidence you have to kind of do that and not kind of smack it it's quite impressive, shall we say. Quite impressive. So 1-1. So my prediction of what's its face? My prediction of 2-0 is not going to happen. But you never know. Could be 2-1. Ball taken by the keeper. Back to Simon. To Lenormand. Back to the keeper again. Of course, he's going to play it to his centre back, isn't he? Looks like that's what he did. Spain at least trying to move the ball forward. At least trying to move the ball forward, which is positive. Van Hecke intercepts, and it's a foul by Depay. I can never tell which Spain player is which because they all look pretty similar with kind of similar haircuts. Apart from Cucurella, you can spot Cucurella from a mile off. That was Kubasi, who you can easily mistake for Pedri. So Lomond plays it forward, but the ball just goes straight to Verbruggen. There's no point. There's no point taking like a quick throw in along the floor if you end up just playing it back. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's just me that finds this kind of frustrating. The ball's gone to Frimpong again, and it falls to Gakpo again. Nice overlap by Kluivert. Kluivert crosses it across the box. Very close to the keeper, but the ball kind of misses everyone. Goes back to Van Hecke. Van Hecke with a high cross headed out. Reinders gets the ball, but it's a foul, I think. Well, no, they're playing on. Back to Van Dijk though. Gakpo. Nice lofted ball by De Jong. Falls to Kluivert, who's out left. Hato's looked better since his mistake. He's looked a bit more aggressive, a bit more eager, and he's looked better on the ball. But anyway, it's gone to Reinders, and it goes to Kluivert. It goes to Gakpo on the wide left. Gakpo plays it slightly back to Kluivert, back to Reinders, who plays it back to Gertrude. Gertrude plays it out wide to the right hand side now to Frimpong. Frimpong has definitely been their danger man, if I'm honest. Frimpong again. Frimpong back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk is on the edge of the box, plays it to Kluivert. Again out wide to Gakpo. Gakpo tried to kind of cross it with the outside of his foot instead of smacking it at the goal. If he'd smacked it at the goal, he might have scored. But he tried to cross it from a position where he really should have shot. But speaking of Gakpo, he's got the ball again. Nice through ball to Depay, but the ball just kind of rolls out, which is unfortunate. Netherlands have looked better. Netherlands have definitely looked better in the last few minutes. At the start of the game, it was more Spain trying to play it quickly and Netherlands sitting back. But for the last 5-10 minutes, it's been the opposite. So it's been It's been Netherlands trying to kind of quicken the pace with Gakpo and with Frimpong, and Spain have just been a bit wishy-washy. Now Spanish players on the floor. I'm trying to see who there is. Lenormand, my favourite French player. Yeah, definite foul by Kluivert. Free kick to Spain. Yamal kind of takes it short. Lofts a ball. Lofts a ball in. It was headed out, and then Zubimendi hit it on the volley. but the ball goes straight to the keeper. I wonder what's going to happen with Zubamendi in the summer. Like, is he going to go to Liverpool? Is he going to go to Arsenal? Is he going to stay? Is he going to stay for one more year of relegation bliss? We will see. Yeah, Gakpo's been the danger man. Both the Netherlands wide men have looked pretty good. So Frimpong's been good on the right hand side. Gakpo's looked good on the left hand side. Van Hecker's looked quite good as well, central defence. I don't feel like anyone has kind of won the midfield battle yet. De Jong, who's got the ball now, has looked decent. But we'll see what happens as this progresses. Gakpo beats his man again. Nice pass there. Ooh, nice pass. Gakpo beat his man and passed it along the floor to Kluivert. Sorry, not Kluivert, to Depay, who then smacks it at the keeper. But the keeper makes a good save. So Ruiz forward to Pedri. Passes it back to Ruiz, who's going to pass it forward to Pedri. I thought so. To Zubamendi. Out wide to Yamal on the right hand side. Plays it back, ends up back with Zubamendi. Zubamendi forward to Pedri. Pedri again to Zubamendi. Again to Lenormand. To Porro. Porro passed it to Ruiz, who just miscontrolled it, and Frimpong gets it back. Frimpong's impressed me. He's looked eager. I know people hate on him. They say he can't defend, but he's at least been trying in this game, which is more than you can say for quite a few of these lot. Kluivert's got it on the left. Kluivert versus Porro on the left. Kluivert passes it back to Hato. Hato plays it to De Jong. De Jong to Gakpo. Unfortunate. Cleared by Spain, but ends up right with Van Dijk. Forward, but intercepted by Cucurella. Lenormand gets the ball again. Zubamendi's quite deep now. He's basically between the two centre backs. I think maybe trying to get on the ball a bit more, but ends up with Van Hecker again. Van Hecker to Gertrude, to De Jong. Out wide to Gakpo. Yeah, Frimpong gets fouled. The Curse King is saying, hope Gakpo has recovered from the injury. I hope so too. From a Liverpool perspective, we definitely missed him. We've definitely missed not having him. He's probably our best option at left wing. So from that perspective, yes. Oh, it looks like Huijsen might be coming on for some reason. Yeah, and in this game he's looked good. Like he's looked fit. I know in the last few games for Liverpool he hasn't fully looked with it, but I think he was being rushed back to a certain degree. Um, but what's his name? Here he's looked pretty good. It looks like he's getting back to fitness, which is good. Yeah, Huijsen's coming on for Kubasi. Huijsen's another player I want to look at. He's another player who Liverpool are rumoured to be interested in. Free kick. Free kick into the box. Hato wins the ball. The header just went straight to the keeper, to be honest. Ended up straight with the keeper. Ball falls to Gakpo on the edge of the box. Gakpo turns. Ball ends up back with Cliver, unfortunately. Back with Cliver again. Cliver's another one who's looked. Ooh, wow, was good. Cliver kind of did across the box, and it bounced quite high for Reinders, who kind of did who kind of volleyed the ball as it was coming to him, and it was an amazing shot. I don't know if the keeper saved it or if it went over. Yeah, it just went over, but it's good control. So Huijsen now. Huijsen passes out wide. Goes to Cucurella. Cucurella passes it back to Huijsen. It goes back to the keeper. Huijsen reminds me a bit of Van Dijk in the way he plays. Number one, because he's kind of significantly taller. Number two, because he plays on the left hand side. Number three, because he does those kind of cross field passes, which are very Van Dijk-esque, shall we say. So he definitely reminds me of Van Dijk regarding how he plays. It's gone out to Yamal. Keeps sounding like I'm saying something else. Back to Yamal. Yamal with a left-footed ball over. Netherlands attacking though, gone to Reinders. Reinders plays it forward to Frimpong. Cucurella defends it though. It's like Spain are attacking and then they just do like a long ball over the top and nobody's like within a 5 meter radius of that. It's like, what's the point? It's like me kicking the ball down there. There's literally nobody there. Why would I kick the ball? Why would I kick the ball down there? It just makes me laugh. Ball gone out to Williams on the left, plays it inside to Yamal. Gakpo was trying to defend and he fouled the player and he lost his shoe as well. No, that's Pedro Porro's shoe. So Porro got fouled so hard that his shoe went flying off. Gakpo got a booking for that. I know I was saying it was a really hard foul, but even then, not hard enough to be a booking for me. But never mind. But it's a free kick now. Free kick in a good position for the Spanish. So you got Yamal and you got Williams over the ball, doing this thing. So people can't hear them. People can't lip read. I need to start doing that in my daily life. I find it quite amusing. So it looks like Yamal's he did a nice little shot over, curled it over, but over the bar as well. So can't be that great. It's a free kick now. Not a free kick, a goal kick, because the ball went out. It's a goal kick from Verbruggen. Kicks it long because there's only about 30 seconds left in this half. Intercepted by Zubamendi. Nice header. For someone who's like 5'3", Zubamendi gets up pretty high. Ball falls to somebody. Frimpong. Frimpong again. Frimpong's everywhere. Like for a player that people hate on, he's everywhere, he's energetic. Where he's not is defending because they're currently attacking down his side. So maybe I need to take a lot of that back. Ball's gone out to Williams on the left. Williams tries to get past Van Hecke, but he can't because Van Hecke is 20 feet tall. So Van Hecke stops him in his tracks. Morata's arguing with the ref, asking why he gets picked, asking why he's a thing. First half over. Not bad. I've seen worse. I've seen worse international games. So can't really complain too much with that. What are the other scores? We refresh and check how everyone else is doing. Croatia 2, France 0. What's going on there? I would not have expected that. So Croatia have had 7 shots. France have had 5. Who's playing for France? So France do have Magnon in goal, Koundé right back, Kanate right centre back, Saliba, Dean, and then in midfield they got Guendouzi, they got Tchouaméni, Rabiot, then Dembele, Moani and Mbappe. That's a weird system that they're playing. Is that why they're losing? Because they're playing the weirdest system on earth. 4-3-1-2. I mean, who even does that? Why do you need three holders against? Why do you need three holders in general, but especially against what's its name? Croatia. Denmark, Portugal 0-0. Italy, Germany 1-0. Goal by Tonali. Is Chiesa playing? And is Chiesa like in the lineup these days, or what's going on? He's not. But yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Doo-doo-doo. See what people are saying about this match. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are just very impressed with Gakpo's goal. It was a good goal, to be fair. Low along the floor, right into the corner. You can make the argument that even if there was like two keepers, they wouldn't get to it because it was right in the corner. And those kind of shots you can't really stop. It's a hydration break. Water from Amazon, this is. And it tastes exactly like every other water. Robin Franks 25 is saying, I hope Netherlands win. Agree with you there. Purely because Netherlands have more Liverpool players. Even without Gravenberch, who's injured. Apparently injured. I don't know if he's actually injured. In the meantime, why don't I check some transfer news? So transfer news. Hoyson links. Richard Hughes and members of Liverpool's recruitment team will know him particularly well given their links to Bournemouth, but I'm not sure if they're actively pursuing him. I wouldn't mind him. I mean, he is very young, very raw. Is he maybe a bit too young? Who knows? I'd suspect so at this point. On the contract, it says Liverpool are continuing talks with Trent Alexander-Arnold. The delay is not solely down to finances. Considerations are centered around the competitiveness of the team, which I understand, amongst other factors, and the future direction that the team will be going in. Let's hope that direction is not down. Also, apparently closing in on Milos Kerkez. He's a good player. Is he £50 million worth of good? Not sure about that. But we will see. A lot of people calling Kerkez a young Robertson. I see the similarities. I guess the only question is a young Robertson what is needed? Apparently Mamadashvili got an assist for Georgia. I'm curious as to how that happened. Yeah, more stuff just on Kerkez. More stuff on Salah. I'm just sick of the whole contract conversation, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's been overplayed at this point. Just waiting for the second half to start. We'll carry on checking a bit more news in the meantime. Arsenal are interested in a summer move for Luis Diaz. Why? Are you blind, Arsenal? Why? Why is there so much interest in Diaz? I don't understand this. There's interest from Barcelona, there's interest from Man City, and now there's interest from Arsenal. Like, why? Why are so many people interested in Diaz? And some people are saying, "Oh, we don't want to sell to our rivals." But it's like, are you even gonna make Arsenal stronger by giving them Diaz? Oh, I forgot that Tuchel's the what's its face, the England manager now. More Darwin Nunes stuff. So this here says from Fabrizio is saying, according to my information, Darwin was already very open to joining Al Nassr in January. Interesting. He was ready to say yes to Saudi, ready to say yes to the project. Project? What project? Is the project just 600 grand a week? Because there ain't no project. And then Liverpool decided to keep him in the current squad and not change anything. Which is interesting. Like, if there was honestly like 70 million available, if there was honestly 70 million available in January, is there going to be 70 million again? Or are Saudi going to say, you know what, we're only going to give you 40? Or are Saudi going to turn around and say, look, we already bought... They bought someone, didn't they? They bought someone from the Premier League. Some winger. Are they going to say, nah, we've already bought our guy, you've lost out? I would have let him go in... I would have let him go in January. What difference has he made since then? The dog is saying, I think the same. I'm glad. I would have fully just sold him in January, taken the 70. All this talk about like Robertson leaving, which I fully support, but like it's never... I hope this indicates a change of direction in that we sell players and we don't just run their contract down. Speaking of running, second half is at least starting now, so that's something. Ooh. I need to get a more comfortable chair. I've had this chair for like 10 years. I'm glad Cliver is getting some recognition now, because he's always looked good for Bournemouth, and especially with his dad, Patrick Cliver. He's continuing on the name in some fashion. Kick-off. So kick-off has finally kicked off. Managed to kill time for 15 minutes. Need to sort out my screen here. Frimpong still on the pitch, which I'm happy Happy to see because he's impressed me, and now he's running forward and he's crossing it along the floor and it's a goal. Frimpong's been a part of everything, so that was Reinders. Again, Frimpong, the one I've been talking about, is the one that's been kind of making things happen. And again, he makes something happen. Again, he bursts forward. Again, he doesn't care that there's 11 people against him. Runs forward, crosses it along the floor to Reinders. They're going to show the replay now. But I think Reinders was just on the edge of the box and he hit it low. Oh, again to the keeper's right, which is the same thing that Gakpo did. But yeah, hit low. And 2-1. That was pretty cool because Reinders was the one that played it to Frimpong initially. And then Frimpong ran up the pitch. Played it back to Reinders, who then gets it right in the side netting as well. Good shot, to be fair. It's 2-1 Netherlands. I'm sure that will make many people happy. Snoosh Tapka is saying, Tiani Reinders, what a talent. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Reinders at LFC. I think I agree with you. You know, he's looked pretty good this game. He's only 26, I think, which is the right age. It's the type of age that we target. 6'1". I don't know this off by heart, by the way. I'm looking at his Wikipedia. I'm like, yeah, he's 6'1". I'm looking at his Wikipedia. 6'1", so he's a good height. Another Dutch player. So he'd probably get on with our manager. Very mobile. So yeah, I like him. So Spain trying to make something happen now. Again, this is kind of Spain's fault in the sense that they were on the top and then they kind of sat back. But Huijsen now. Huijsen with the ball. Plays it to Lenormand. Back to the keeper. Keeper passes it forward. Back to Huijsen again. Huijsen lost the ball there in the exact same spot that Hato lost the ball for the first goal. I don't know if there's something going on with the grass in that spot, but it's the exact same spot. Speaking of Hato, he's got the ball. Netherlands recycling the play. Cucurella gets it back to the keeper. Dean Huijsen should be playing for Netherlands. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I swear Dean Huijsen is Dutch. I don't know if it's the name or like if it's like, I don't know, the hair or something. But then he was coming when he was coming on. I was like, okay, he's coming on for Netherlands, and then he comes on for Spain. I thought he's not Spanish. I genuinely thought he was Dutch, and I was so confused when he was coming on, right, in a yellow shirt. I thought he's wearing the wrong shirt, but yeah. Sanushi is saying he's half Dutch, half Spanish. Okay, fair enough. It's a good thing we're not both crazy then, because we're both thinking the same thing. Speaking of half Dutch, half Spanish, he's got the ball back. He plays it next to Normand, who's half French, half Spanish, I think. So it's an interesting team. Back out to Paro, who's half Spurs, half Spanish. Pedri. Good tackle by, I think that was Gertruda. De Jong though, De Jong's moving the ball forward. De Jong out wide to Frimpong again. Frimpong, who's impressed me this game. I was saying I don't think he can play right wing, but he's impressed me. Yeah, half Spurs, half Spanish. I think he definitely prefers the Spanish side. I was gonna say another nice cross by Frimpong, but they're just showing the replay. It's back to Huijsen. Huijsen doing those long overarching passes again, which remind me of kind of what Van Dijk does sometimes. Out to Yamal, out to Paro, Paro back to Zubamendi. Zubamendi's had his moments, but he's been a bit quiet, I'd say, kind of overall. Snush is saying Dean Huijsen is another one I wouldn't mind, but I'd want him to be understudy for Van Dijk if he stays another year or two. Again, I agree with you fully. I agree 100%. I was saying the same thing. I was saying the same thing when he was coming on, in the sense that I think Dean Huijsen is very raw. He's got all the natural ability. He's got all the potential, but maybe he's just a bit young at the moment. So I think your solution in terms of having him learn from Van Dijk, that's probably a good one. I'd just be cautious about putting him straight into the first team. But yeah, I think you've covered it by saying if he's an understudy, he can learn from Van Dijk if he stays, and then I think we'll be good. So ball's gone to Pedri. Morata, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, I thought so. Morata's gonna lose the ball, or pass it backwards. Snush is saying, yeah, he wouldn't be a starter for us. He's a good player. Yeah, I agree. Agree 100%. I think it could depend on the fee as well. Like I've seen like 50 million being touted about, which is probably about the going rate these days for like a good up and coming player. But it depends how much money we have for like other positions. I think we definitely need a left back. I think we definitely need a striker. Definitely need a winger. So yeah, it depends how much money. I think it was 40 million euro, which is $50 million. Okay, so in pounds, it's probably about 30 million. Let me check. 40 euros. So about 33 million. Yeah, I mean for that price, no brainer. No brainer for that much. Because I heard Real Madrid are after him as well, so if Real Madrid are interested, then we should he's probably going to be quite good. Paro's got it on the right. Ooh, Van Dijk clears it. It's a corner to Spain. The dog is saying good clearance. Yeah, 100%. Good header by Van Dijk. He might need to do it again though, because that's a good cross. But good cross by Williams, so Van Hecker clears it out. Back out to Porro. Back out to Frimpong. Netherlands countering now. But Spain get it back. Ruiz to Porro. Pedri moving forward. Pedri to Zubamendi. Zubamendi to Cucurella. Back to Zubamendi. Forward to Pedri. Out wide to Porro. Foul. on Ruiz there. Sanush is saying Kirkes slash Hato, Dean Huijsen slash Slotterbeck, Isaac slash Alvarez. So Kirkes slash Hato presumably for left back, Huijsen slash Slotterbeck for centre back, Isaac slash Alvarez for striker. Is what I feel we should go for, and I don't know, a central defensive midfielder, maybe Reinders. Yeah, I think you've indicated all the positions we need. Left back is probably the biggest gaping hole. Robertson's been terrible this season, and Tsimikas hasn't been much better. So I think left back is probably one of the highest priorities. Out of those two, I'd probably go for Kirkes because he is Premier League proven to a certain degree. Both the centre backs look pretty good. With respect to Isaac and Alvarez, again they're pretty good, but it depends on the fee. I feel like Isaac is dependent on whether Newcastle qualify for the Champions League or not. If they don't qualify, then we might be able to get him. But if they do qualify, things might be a bit more kind of difficult. I'm with you on the CDM as well. I think Gravenberch has been kind of overplayed this year, and I think we're starting to see that. We're starting to see that now. And Slot doesn't seem to kind of fully trust Endo. Like he's playing Endo a bit more. He's playing him a bit more now, which is positive. But like Gravenberch can't play another 60 games again next year. So I'm with you on a CDM. As well. I would have loved Huijsen and Schlotterbeck, but I don't know how much money we got for summer. Heard so many rumors. Yeah, I'm with you on that again. I think we will sell a few players, and then that will bring in money. So I think we'll sell Diaz for like 70-ish, maybe Nunes for similar, potentially Jota. So if you sell those three, it's probably close to 200 million. And then on top of that, I hope, but you know what our owners are like. They don't really give much money. On top of that, probably like, if I'm honest, they're probably only going to give like 50. If I'm honest, like I want them to give more, but based on the past, that's what these people do. So yeah, I think a lot of it will come from sales, and I think they'll probably only give kind of 50 on top. We got a Salah left back, yeah. Tsimikas or Robertson. Yeah. So, with this, Robertson's contract is up next year, so that might be a reason to kind of sell him. But on the other hand, I think for Tsimikas you'd get more money. You'd get more money for Tsimikas because he's younger, and I think Tsimikas recently, I think last year, he signed a new contract. So since Tsimikas has got longer to run on his contract, we could get even more money for him. Good shot by Gakpo, but saved. Yeah, in terms of kind of the left back to sell, I think it depends. It depends what we get. Like if we're getting like 10 million for Robertson versus like 30 for Tsimikas, I'd probably sell Tsimikas. It depends. It depends what we could get. What we get. As Sanush is saying, yeah, I like Tsimikas, but I honestly think we'll sell him, yeah. That was always my thought as well. That was always my thought for like the past 2-3 months. I was like, yeah, we're definitely going to sell Tsimikas. But loads of quotes and like loads of news stories have come out today from Robertson saying that, okay, I know that Liverpool are looking for another left back, and I'm so grateful to have been the first choice for the last 8 years. Like, I'm so lucky to have been the first choice for the last 8 years. And whenever somebody says that, you're like, hold on, does he know something that we don't? Like, does he know? Like, he's speaking like he's leaving. I don't know. Just today I saw that. So who knows? It'd be interesting. Ooh, that's a nice tackle by Huijsen there. Ball's gone out wide. Frimpong plays it in. to Depay. Frimpong again. Frimpong being a pain, which is great, but he just loses out. So throw in. Yeah, amazing. Hoysen got booked for that. That was an amazing tackle, and they played on. So I thought, fair enough, amazing tackle. But yeah, Hoysen got booked for that. Snush is saying Robbo got a lot of bozo moments this year, 100%. The Saka one against Arsenal, where he let Saka turn inside and then score top corner. That one's been irritating me for months. So whenever somebody says Robertson, that's the first thing I think of. so and he's had a couple of others as well. I think against Real Madrid. He gave away a penalty, didn't he, against Real Madrid? That wasn't ideal. But yeah, Tsimikas is worth more. Cat Meow Meow is selling. I'd sell both. There's definitely an argument for selling both and then buying two. I think the good thing with some of the names that were mentioned previously in the chat is that Hato can play centre back and left back, and I think Schlotterbeck maybe also can. So it's an option. I'm not sure if it's a good option, but it's an option. And then the Snush and the Cat Meow Meow are agreeing that maybe we look at selling both, and both can play left back and centre back. Yeah, both. Okay, it's an option. It's definitely an option. Speaking of options, Zubamendi's got the ball. That used to be an option. I don't know if that's still an option. Somebody who's definitely not an option is Yamal, because we ain't got that kind of money. But Yamal plays it to Williams. Yamal kind of falls over. Sends Zubimendi to Arsenal. Yeah, I am. It's like you never go back like once someone rejects you kind of thing. So my view on it, like earlier in the season, they were saying, yeah, he's changed his mind now. But I'm like, look, we gave you a chance, and you rejected us, so we're not going to give you another chance. So yeah, let's give Arsenal yet another defensive player. They've already bought Marino last year, so now if they want to buy his best friend from Sociedad, why not? Arsenal spend like 200 million every season, and then they complain that they don't have a striker, and it's like yeah, because you keep buying midfielders, you keep buying defenders. They've got 4 defenders playing against the back line, so don't complain about a striker. Like your owners give you the money. You just decide to spend it on midfielders. You decide to spend it on kind of centre backs and so forth. So it's their own kind of vote. Yeah, he changed it when we were gonna win the league. It's too late now, buddy. Yeah, I hear you. It's like when you. It's like if you get dumped, but then you win the lottery, and then she wants to get with you. Then it's like it's too late now. You're only doing that because I won. So yeah, he's made his decision. Especially because of especially the circumstances in which it happened. Like he pulled out at like the very last moment. Everything was done. He was getting on the plane, and then it kind of screwed us over as well, because we put so much resource and so much time into getting him over the line in the summer that he just threw that all away. But yeah, I hope he's enjoying his relegation battle with Sociedad. Plenty of options out there. Yeah, there is. And I guess like even if you went back in for him, you'd always have that lingering thought in the back that he rejected you initially. So yeah, I do think we need cover for Gravenberch / competition for Gravenberch. But yeah, probably go for someone else. Cucurella just Frimpong again. Frimpong beating Frimpong beating the entire team. He wanted he wanted the mountains of San Sebastian, so let him stay there. Yeah, it was that whole thing, wasn't it? When they said we're trying to sell him the options of staying, and look, you'll miss the mountains and all that. It was quite funny. Frimpong is another I like, but again, I don't want us to become Netherlands FC. I hear you with that, because we've got Van Dijk, we've got a Dutch manager, we've got a lot of Dutch staff. So like Sipke Hulshoff, he's Dutch. The performance coach Ruben Peters, I presume he's Dutch. Then we've got Gakpo's Dutch, Van Dijk's Dutch, Gravenberch is Dutch. But yeah, Frimpong, he has impressed me, but yeah, once you start getting too many Dutch players, you lose that mix, and I think having that mix is important. And yeah, Robin Frank 25 says Frimpong looking good. Frimpong's impressed me. He wouldn't play as a right winger for us though, probably not. So he's playing as a right winger here for Netherlands. So they've got Gertrude at right back, and then they've got Frimpong up the field at right wing. So I think if we sign them, we might go for him if Trent leaves, but there's a counter now by Netherlands. Reinders, good tackle by Huijsen. Huijsen's looking good as well. Ball falls back to Van Dijk. Goes back to the Netherlands keeper. To Ruiz now. I do enjoy Netherlands players though. Yeah, all the Netherlands players that we've had pretty good. They got quite far in the Euros. I think they got to the semis, if I recall. Just got eliminated by England. So yeah, Netherlands looking good. Gertrude to Frimpong again. Frimpong versus Cucurella on the right. Good defending by Cucurella. It's a corner now to Netherlands. Robin Franks 25 is saying I want Isak above all else. Sanush agrees, but it all depends. Yeah, 100%. All depends on whether Newcastle get UCL. Too bad Isak is Swedish. Fair enough. He doesn't sound Swedish. He sounds like he's a roadman from London. Definitely doesn't sound Swedish. Yeah, Isak's amazing. Only kind of slight concern in the back of my head is the injury record, but yeah, very good striker. Speaking of good strikers, Williams countering, passes it to Morata. Not Morata. Have I missed something? I think I might have missed something. Perez, yeah. Perez has come on, I think. Mountain Boy Zubamendi passes it forward. Goes out wide to Cucurella. Cucurella out to Williams. Cucurella to Ruiz. To Huijsen, our favourite Dutch/Spanish player. to Williams on the left. Williams reminds me of Mane a little bit. To Lomond. Porro. Spain taking their time here. Good build up, goes out for a corner. Sanusi is saying, I want more Norwegians in the LFC squad, but right now we suck. Oh, are you from Norway? Are you from Norway? Good history of Norwegians. John Arne Riise, amazing. Probably the best left foot in terms of power that I've ever seen. Like the amount of power that Riise used to get on the ball was amazing. Stig Inge Bjornby, I remember him. He used to more play when I was younger, but I remember Bjornby, good player for Liverpool, and I'm sure there's been more since then. Isak #1 target, but if you can't get him, I'm with you on that as well. A lot of people see that the opposite way. A lot of people say Alvarez is their #1 target, but Isak is their #2. But yeah, for me, Isak #1, Alvarez #2. The only caveat I'd add is it depends on the fee. Like if Isak is 120 and Alvarez is like 80, then it's different. But if they're both about the same, then yeah, I'd go for Isak. Yeah, I didn't really like him, but amazing player. He probably is our #1 target, and I would try to go for Isak. We can probably give them Joe Gomez in 100. Yeah, they were interested in Joe Gomez in the summer, and I think they were interested in Kwanzaa as well. So yeah, part exchange is always an option these days. Oh, they wanted Jota. Okay, that could work out quite nicely. Jota's not having a good season. So yeah, if we can part exchange those, that could go off. But it looks like Frankie de Jong is just going off, and Coop Miners is coming on. Xavi Simons is coming on as well. I presume for Kluivert. Yeah, for Kluivert. So Xavi Simons is going to go into that number 10 position. Yeah, Xavi Simons is another good one. Long goal kick. Gakpo's still on the pitch. I'm surprised. I thought Gakpo was finding his way back to fitness, but he's played at least 75 minutes now, so that's something. Xavi's another good talent. Yep. Good looking player. Brianna says give him Nunes. Yeah, I think for Isak it could be £100 million straight, or it could be 150 million plus Nunes. It's like we might just have to pay them to take Nunes off us at this rate. Ukraine 2, Belgium 1. Wow. You reminded me actually, because when I checked the scores at half time, France were losing. Yeah, so Croatia 2, France 0. Denmark 0-0 against Portugal. Italy 1, Germany 1. Netherlands 2, Spain 1. And yeah, Ukraine 2, Belgium 1. France still losing, yeah. I looked at the French team as well. Like it's a good it's a good team. It's a good team that they had out. So that's quite surprising. They had Konate on the field. They had Mbappe on the field. They had like loads of starters. So it's a bit of a surprise, if I'm honest. Good play by Spain there. Ruiz with the ball. I keep thinking that's Busquets because of the haircut and the build, but Obviously, it's not. Played to Williams. Played out wide to Cucurella. Huijsen moving forward. Ooh, nice pass to Cucurella. Out wide. Cucurella lofts a cross in, but it just misses. Just misses everyone. Croatia always has been a solid team. Yeah, 100%. Always difficult to beat. They always kind of get to the later stages of kind of major competitions. They're always kind of there or thereabouts. Semi-finals, quarterfinals. They've never. Is Modric Croatian? Can't remember. My brain's fusing. Is Modric Croatian? Yeah, he is Croatian. I was gonna say they've never had a standout player, but then I was like, hold on, they've got Modric. But yeah, good team. Ooh, Cucurella with a cross along the floor. Netherlands. Netherlands clear it. Modric playing for them right now. Isn't Modric like 4,000 years old now? Like how is he still doing that? I mean, I respect it. Don't get me wrong, but like, I'm impressed. Oh, he's 40, right? Okay, that's still impressive to be fair. Playing, he still gets a decent amount of games for Real Madrid. I know it's not the same as it once was, but he still gets like a decent amount. And yeah, for 40, I mean, the guy must be in amazing condition. Gamer_Kel said Hato not impressed me. Yeah, I think he's looked okay. He was definitely at fault for the first goal. Gamer_Kel. If I recall, it was a goal kick. And then Hato miscontrolled it, and then Yamal stole the ball off Hato. And then Williams was able to score. So yeah, he's looked okay. Like, I haven't been majorly impressed by Hato. I've been a bit more impressed by Huijsen in this game, but yeah, it's tough. I guess it's tough to say just off kind of one game. And Snush is saying now it's 3-1 Ukraine. That's crazy. Van Dijk gets a booking there. All he did was slap the guy in the face. That means can't give a booking for that. It's part of the game. Contact sport. Speaking of wanting to slap in the face, Zubimendi's got the ball now. Zubimendi. Ooh, that was a nice turn. Nice turn by. It looks like Olmo, but I don't think it is. Who is that? Oh, it is Olmo. It is Danny Olmo. Olmo on for Pedri. Williams with the ball out left. Højlund scored against Portugal. Wow. Yeah, Højlund has been terrible the entire season. I think I saw a stat and it was like 20 games or something. He hasn't scored a goal or assist. So it's a surprise he scored, number one. And number two, I mean, we know Portugal are a good team. So yeah, fair enough. I mean, he can score all the goals he wants for the national team. Just don't score for your club, and then we'll be happy. So it looks like Hato taking a throw in now. Huijsen heads it out again. Huijsen's just like, his legs are like so long. Like, he's just heading the ball easily. He's stretching for it, and he easily gets it. Back to the keeper though now. Gakpo seems to be playing so good for Netherlands every time. One of their top scorers, yeah. Gakpo, Gakpo for the national team looks pretty. Ooh, it's been a red card though. Someone's been sent off. I don't know if that was Gakpo. I think that might have been Hato. Um, let's just see. Let's just see what's was it Hato? Was it? All I saw was like the player on the floor with like just face planted on the floor. So Gamer Cal, who earlier said hasn't been impressed by Hato, was clearly seeing the future. Ah, I mean that's a that's a tough one. Hato still young. A lot to learn, honestly. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Remind similar sorts of things that we were saying about Hoysen, I think, in terms of like he's raw, he's raw. He's got the natural ability, he's got the natural gift, he's got the potential, but as a starter right now, probably not. Game McCall said, "Yeah, I'm psychic." Yeah, because you did call it when you said you're not impressed by Hato, and then 5 seconds, 5 minutes later he does that. So, yeah, tell us who else you're not impressed by. We'll see who's getting sent off next, or tell us who you are impressed by. That might be who scores next. Um, and Game McCall also says, "Sign Frimpong if Trent leaves." It's an option. It's definitely an option. I don't know if he's a bit too attacking, but he's looked good. Um, been very impressed by his just his attitude. Like he's looked positive. He's wanted to make things happen. Um, so yeah, it would be good. Yeah, Frimpong wants to come to Liverpool, so I'm up for that. You reminded me now. There was a news story that came out, wasn't there, where he said he'd be up for it. Based on this, um, I've been impressed. Could do a lot worse. We'll put it, we'll put it, we'll put it that way. Oyarzabal on the pitch now. Falls to Porro, falls to Almo inside the box. What's he gonna do? Passes it to Morata, so nothing's gonna happen. Yeah. Not Morata, Perez, sorry. I'm hating on Perez for no reason. That's a point. I didn't think of that. That's a point. He could play right wing and right back. So in a way we're solving two problems because there's no cover for Salah, and that this has been a major problem for years. So yeah, I mean putting it that way, why not? Yeah. Yeah, so you spend once and then get cover for two positions. Ooh, nice pass forward to Williams. Williams cuts inside, tries to curl it into the left hand side, but good good save by Simon there. I think it was Olmo who did the through pass. Yeah, they're just showing the. I think that made Huijsen actually. Again, Huijsen. Huijsen with a through pass right through the midfield, right through to Williams. Williams kind of cuts inside onto his right foot, but doesn't quite get enough power on it. But good idea. Maxwell. Oh, it's good to see you again, Maxwell. He's saying agreed. Good cover. Yeah, good cover for two positions. I still don't know which central defensive midfielder we should go for. On a slot type of player. Yeah. I think what I've noticed is the on a slot type of CDM, based on what I've seen, it's more the Gravenberch kind of Zubamendi type, kind of good with the ball, good on the half turn. Like it seems like they need to be able to get the ball with their back to the goal and then turn and then kind of progress it that way. And I think that's perhaps partly why Endo hasn't played as much, because he's not as good from a close control perspective. Endo's kind of more of a destroyer. So yeah. So he wants a Zubamendi type, but hopefully not Zubamendi specifically, but a similar type. I like it when we find players that nobody knows about and then they turn out really good. So that could be that if that works out, that could be something good. Cucurella again. Cucurella, good tackle. Passes it to Zubamendi, passes it to Olmo, passes it to Paro. Ball goes out wide. Ball falls to Olmo. Good defending by Netherlands. Ooh, shot by Mikael Oyarzabal. Good shot. It was good. Good kind of build up. Good build up play. But the ball just about goes out. McAllister's been amazing for us. He has, especially given the price, like 35 million, which is nothing these days. And a lot of people this season have been saying this season he's proven himself to be world class, and I think you could definitely make that argument to say his form this season's been world class. Huijsen just took a shot from his own half. Well, not from his own half, but from about 50 yards out. Honestly, it wasn't bad. Decent shot, to be fair. What's that? So just catching up. I think I would 100% say McAllister is one of my favourites at the moment. Yeah, I think with the form he's shown, a lot of people have. Yeah, it's kind of as I was saying earlier. A lot of people are saying he's having a world class season. So yeah, always love to see him on the pitch. Maxwell saying, how about Stefan Bajcetic? Yeah, Bajcetic could be an option. I'm seeing more news stories about Bajcetic, which on the one hand is good, but on the other hand makes me think we won't buy anyone. but who knows? He hasn't played much. He hasn't played much on his loan. I think he went out on one loan, and then that loan got cancelled, and then he went to another loan. Didn't he go to like Salzburg or something? And then he went out again. But yeah, he's got good good close control. Hopefully, he would have grown a bit in the CDM spot. Yeah, let's kind of hope so. Is he an honest slot type of DM? We've got Tyler Morton. We've got a few others from the academy. Yeah, I think Tyler Morton will definitely be sold, if I'm honest. Again, good player from the academy. Had a good loan at Blackburn, but he's been available the whole year and he hasn't played. So I think Tyler Morton will probably go. What I will say is we are able to sell young players for a good amount of money. So if we can get like 20 million odd, wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I think Morton will probably go and Bajcetic will probably come back. Most likely. I think given that Netherlands have got 10 players, they haven't done too bad with 10 players. Weefer's coming on, so Slot's former player at Feyenoord. Weefer's coming on for the goal scorer. Isn't Bajcetic at Las Palmas now? I think so. It rings a bell. Let me check. Stefan Bajcetic. Yes. Plays a defensive midfielder for Las Palmas. I think he went to Salzburg with Pep Linders at the start, and then I think that loan got cancelled because he wasn't playing. But yeah, he's at Las Palmas now. Maxwell saying, I think Stefan deserves a chance. Yeah. It could be one of those where he comes back for pre-season, and then we kind of assess at pre-season how it's going to work. Sometimes we get them back for pre-season and then we sell. Oh, goal! So it's cut inside by Williams. Poor save by Verbruggen, and the ball rolled to Arsenal's striker, Mikel Merino, by the looks of it. So Arsenal's best striker just scored. But yeah, I think the keeper should have saved that. They're just showing the replay now. So Williams cut inside on Frimpong, so Frimpong didn't do too great there. The keeper really should have done better. The keeper just saved it right into the path of Merino, who then kind of tapped it in. 100% depends on what Arne Slot likes. You see Chiesa barely got any game time. Yeah, I'd like to kind of see Chiesa more, especially after his performance against Newcastle. Like I don't know what Chiesa's done like to deserve this. like is he like turning up for training 4 hours late or something? Like when he comes on, he looks dangerous and he looks eager and he looks like he wants to impress. Chiesa deserves more playtime. Start over Diaz. Yeah, I was saying something similar. I prefer Chiesa on the left because he's right-footed. So I'm not a fan of having him cover Salah, because I think Chiesa is better on the left. Another option could be playing Chiesa down the middle, because Darwin's not scoring and Jota is not scoring either. So it could be an option to play. It could be an option to play Chiesa down the middle. Chiesa gets thrown out from Juventus and now barely gets playing time. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It might be one of those things that we find out in about 10 years and then nobody cares in 10 years. But it does seem like something's going on there. So Williams to Merino, who scored the goal. Back to Cucurella. Back to Merino. Back to Huijsen. Even there, like instead of playing the ball along the floor, Huijsen does like a high pass. So he's looking encouraging. Chiesa can start left wing, right wing, or striker. That's one of his benefits, that he's quite versatile. He can play anywhere along the front line. And I think last year for Juventus, he was playing quite a lot centrally. So that's why I'm just a bit curious. I just want to see what he'd be like centrally. Playing a striker for one game. Can't hurt, really. Cucurella gets the ball back. Ball over the top, but just about cleared. Yeah, Spain looking a lot more threatening now. Can't lie. Spain were good at the start, and then it's been Netherlands. But it's probably because Netherlands have had a player sent off, so that's probably why they're getting back into it. Is that full time or is that like extra time? Like I don't even know. Oh, it says full time. Oh, fair enough. It's a quarter final though, so then how does that work? Is this like leg one or? So Swiss Marco is saying, "I never want to see, I never want to see, I never want to see Nunes ever again." Yeah, I think quite a few people are at that point. Chiesa seems so happy coming to Liverpool. Now he barely gets any playing time. Yeah, I remember the YouTube video they put out, the um the introductory one where he looked so excited. Even when he was landing on the plane, he was like so excited and he's like, "Yeah, I'm so happy to be here." But yeah, I don't know why he's not got any playing time. So yeah, kind of disappointed over that. Um, yeah, hopefully him getting a goal when Jota hasn't scored in a while, and Chiesa also hasn't scored in a while. Hopefully he'll get played a bit more now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he listened to "You Never Walk Alone" on the plane. Um, but yeah, interesting, cool. Okay, so this game is finished, I think, which confuses me because it's a quarter final and it's a draw. So like what? Like, is this the end of it? How does that work? It's a quarter final. I don't know. I would want him to get a Premier League medal. Yeah, 100%. He needs to play. He needs to play 5 games. Yeah. Has he not played 5 games? Like not even as a sub. Yeah, we definitely got to get him a medal then. Um, so yeah, I think this game is over. He's only played 3. Okay. So he's got nine-ish games left to get 2 more. Hopefully, hopefully we can get him on the pitch for 2 more. So in terms of what's coming next, then I'll probably do the England game tomorrow because I think England are playing tomorrow against somebody. Yeah, so England versus Albania tomorrow. So that should be good. Yeah, so any of the games you'll watch tomorrow, all the Liverpool games. But unfortunately, Liverpool are on break right now. But yeah, generally all the Liverpool games. Tomorrow, England versus Albania. On Saturday, I'm actually going to Anfield because there's a Legends game. So it's Liverpool Legends versus Chelsea Legends. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be watching that one live. But yeah, so on Saturday I won't be able to do anything because I won't be around. But yeah, England won tomorrow, so I'll be back tomorrow, similar time. But yeah, thanks as always, guys. You've kept me entertained during with a average Netherlands team and a boring Spain team. So thanks for your time. And I'll still see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a nice evening. Cool. Thanks, guys. Cheers.